There's no polite way to say this, but there's something that is stinky in Murray Hill. The fragrance plant at the center of the city investigation has hired an environmental forensic firm to do an independent study on their plant. Neighbors say that they are nauseated by an odor, and one that at least one person believes has a stench that maybe brought back their asthma. Our Renata DiGregorio has been investigating. She joins us live. So Renata, what's going on out there at the moment?
Good morning, Katie. Well, I cannot smell the smell right now, but neighbors say that that is how it's been for years. Sometimes you can smell it and sometimes you can't. About a month ago, you could smell it really strongly for more than a week. Now, right now, the city says in the past month, they've had almost 110 complaints about this. So that's more than 3 every day. They want to get to the bottom of it.
Haven't smelt it probably since a week after the last interview that we had.
I mean, it's sickening. It's like a sweet chemically odor.
Residents say the odor has been noticeable on and off for years, but their hopes,
I'm hoping that this is goodbye for sure this time,
will not stop their actions as they push for more information about international flavors and fragrances on Lane Avenue, a plant in the city's investigation.
There is a valid concern that our community is being affected disproportionately in negative ways.
Josh Gellers is a Murray Hill Preservation Association board member and environmental governance professor. He and the city spokesperson say council member Randy DeFore plans to bring the information to the EPA. DeFore did not respond to our interview requests.
I think that there are definitely health implications. Another person has described a resurgence of asthmatic conditions.
In a statement, IFF tells us their sensor technology and in-person evaluations have yet to identify a connection to their facility. The city says you still need to report the odor every time you smell it, and you can find out where to do that on firstcoastnews.com. Geller says you also need to keep medical files and documents of anything that you think could be related to this. We're live in Murray Hill. Renata DiGregorio, First Coast News, on your side.